The rules are simple. No talking, no phones, no music, no reading, no writing, no eye contact. We sleep at sunset, get up at sunrise. It's time to clear your mind of all that unnecessary noise.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Horror Huddle. I'm Stacey Beth, and we have Ash here as usual.
Howdy.
This is like a very chill, relaxed night. Ash is feeling a little under the weather. I am wearing pajamas that you can't see, and my sweet Eric Northman shirt from True Blood. So hello. Enjoy this sexy derpy face. Anyways. Whatever, it's Eric Northman. He will forever be Eric Northman. Okay, so tonight we did a random pick. We said, you know what, let's find a movie that we both have never seen, and one that could possibly be horrible, or it could be a gem, a diamond in the rough. This one was not.
Or a little bit of both. Yeah,
a little bit of both. Who knows? So I picked and I landed on 2013's Silent Retreat, which was directed by Trisha Lee. Never heard of her. And written by Corey Brown. Never heard of him.
Your thought through this. Never heard of him.
Nope. Never heard of him. And I think it actually won like the Toronto After Dark Film Festival or something like that in 2013. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So yes, it just basic premise. It follows Janie, who of an undetermined. Is it undetermined? I don't know. Whatever. Basically, they didn't say how old she was. You couldn't tell. And she went to this she got sentenced to this silent meditation retreat for assault. She got sentenced to that instead of jail, I guess. I don't know. And like I said, you never know how old she is. I was under the impression she was like 17 years old because, maybe it's an underage thing. So she couldn't go to jail, send her to a silent meditation retreat with a bunch of other girls and stuff.
Yeah, because it had that weird scared straight kind of feeling.
Yeah. And basically, the rules are no talking, no eye contact, no cell phone, no internet, no music, whatever. Everything a teenager loves.
And I loved when they went through this, like, know this. I was like, and no blah, 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 no single luxury.
Jesus. No. And so no nothing. And it's run by this doctor and his two sons, I believe. And you come to find out they are brainwashing the girls. But they're not the scariest thing. Something lurks beyond it. And that's your premise.
Yeah.
So
it was an interesting movie.
So it started off. So like I said, with the brainwashing and stuff, you're treated to this really interesting story of this family of men that are brainwashing these women to kind of make them into Stepford wives to make them docile, obedient women.
Yeah, but even before that, there was that nice. It really was started out pretty good. That it's a camp full of these young girls, ruled by these. This old guy and his two sons, which were about their age, and I'm like, okay, what is this seedy shit going on behind closed doors? The Stepford Wives thing was good. It wasn't original. We kind of saw it coming a bit, but yeah. I like that. It's just the other thing that I thought was like, what? Why put this in your movie?
Yeah, it turned into a monster movie.
Yeah,
like the last 30 minutes, maybe. 30, maybe 25 minutes. Which was like, you kind of expected it. They alluded to it throughout the film, but you didn't see anything before it. There were no deaths, attributed to that creature. It was nothing, So
nothing. And it just kind of, when it appears, you're not even told, like, where did this thing come from? Why is it here? You just have a character that's like, it came out of the woods one day.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Like, I was like, no. Send the monster back. I want to know more about these creepy guys. I want to know what, that was more interesting. And I think that's what you and I both agreed on.
Exactly. It's either focus on the creepy guys, which would have been interesting, or focus just on the monster and, like, where does it come from? Why is it there?
Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any... Yeah. It didn't make any sense. And I know you want to talk about the creature itself.
Okay, if you've seen The Descent, you've basically seen the creature. It is almost an exact replica, except they took the creature and like, okay, how can we make it scarier? Let's put spikes on its back and dress it in some Tarzan kind of fur, kind of loincloth.
And like I told you earlier, I was a little like put off by the fact that it looked like the creatures from The Descent. The creatures from The Descent looked like how they looked because they lived underground in a cave, no light, no sound, whatever. That's that's why their hearing was so amazing. And I was like, so why is this creature that lives in the woods pale and blind? Why is it not hairy? And evolution fucked that one up apparently.
Well, yeah, and don't get me wrong. When I compare it to the creatures from the Descent were done so much better. They were covered with slime. The lighting was good on this.
Creepy as fuck.
This one, on the other hand, looked bone dry, white as hell, and you could see it because the lighting they put on it just made it look so bad.
Yeah, and so you find out that its hearing is the big thing with this creature. That was a silent retreat because they didn't want to disturb the creature. So they knew that it would come out if there were loud noises. So that's why the women had to be quiet. Oh, okay, well, I guess maybe... And see, none of this gets explained. I'm like, my theory is like, okay, well, maybe they moved it to that area. They knew the creature was there. And they're like, oh, what a perfect area to make docile, obedient women? I don't know. Why couldn't you just have gotten a compound like all the other cults do? Yeah. It was totally just weird. I felt like they just... Like the writer and the director got together and were like, I want to do this one. I want to do this movie. Let's just put them together and make this weird fucking mashup of what could have been a really cool thriller with like a monster movie, And
because it did have like for the thrill aspect, the main father type character, the guy who played him did.
He's credited as Doctor. His name is Robert Nolan.
Yeah, I don't know what else he's been in, but in this one, he acted really well. He seemed very menacing, had the look down. I really liked that character.
Yeah, he was actually pretty...
I didn't learn much about him.
Yeah, he was creepy. And again, it goes back to how old were these girls? Because he was creating them to be wives for not only his sons, but for him. So it's like, how old are they? And then you're hearing about the supporting actress, Alexis, played by Sophia, who she has a much crazy ass
interesting female character in there.
Yeah, she should have been the lead. She was far more, just a way more competent actress. Actually,
and also better written character in general.
Yes, she actually had her storyline was kind of okay, that's weird. And again, it's just stuff like how she was saying her backstory. It kind of made me go, how old is her? How old is this girl? I mean, they're acting like they're in their mid-20s. But they look like they're 17 years old.
I'm guessing
maybe 18.
Yeah, maybe. But then you're thinking, well, I guess they could have 20-something-year-olds being sent there only because the connection with one thing and the other that they mentioned later on in the movie.
Yeah, and if we're being a little vague on certain parts, it's because, we're assuming that not a lot of people have seen this. So if you do want to take a chance and watch it, you can go watch it without being completely spoiled. But, it's just the main actress was
bland.
She was very bland. Yeah, totally bland. And it was like, what? Like that acting that's just so bad, it just didn't make any sense. And I'm like, stop talking. I want to hear this girl talk. I want to hear the supporting actress talk.
Even the blonde one at the beginning, I was like, even though she was kind of annoying, I was like, dude, she's interesting at least.
And she's only credited as Pink Stripe because she had a pink stripe in her hair.
And literally, her arc in that first act was more entertaining than the main girls.
Yeah.
Because you have the whole rebellious thing, really standing up to those guys, and that was interesting. The other one's her character is just there through the whole movie, while everyone else is doing stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't say I wanted to like it just because I really didn't know anything about it. But it did have that interesting starting off point and that interesting backstory or what little backstory you got of the family. And, they're like, oh, women are such bitches. And they're, we've got to make them, obedient.
And that's what aggravates me about this movie. Plus, because I've seen movies that I'm like, dude, this is a waste of time from beginning to end. There's not much good. I have to really just strive to think of something. This one, I'm like, there's good movie in there somewhere. They just didn't focus on that.
Like that point is when the creature was really introduced is when it took a nosedive.
It went off the rails. And then the ending, I'm not going to spoil it, but it took something that was off the rails, and it's just like, let's just light it on fire. Because, God, I hated that ending.
Yeah, it's, again, like normally we would give it away, but it's just like, I mean, maybe some of y'all will go watch this. I don't know. I wouldn't advise it, but if you want to see what happens.
I think they should go see it just to, broaden horizons. You can't just watch
their own opinion. Yeah.
And, and watch it, and if you guys like it, let us know.
Yeah.
Those are wrong.
Yeah.
I'd really like to hear more positive things about it.
I know. I'm like, what did I write? Okay, like the gore was, it was decent. It was a lot of gore. It wasn't well done, but it was a lot. When there was blood, there was blood.
I thought the best one was the slash to the face.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty well done.
Yeah. Like I said, it wasn't well done gore, but there was a lot of it, which was cool,
There is a funny moment, though. There's a scene where the creature is ripping out some entrails, and there's a sound effect that they do as it pulls out the innard, which is a cheesy sound effect. It's like, what? And I was like, oh my God, I've heard that before. That is literally like canned sound.
It's like whenever I'm like trying to get the refried beans out of the can, it's like, boom, like it just comes out.
And it was just so out of place.
Yeah,
but that made it just even better.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just, this would be like our shortest fucking video because if we liked it, we would obviously be going off on it. And again, it's a relatively unknown movie with unknown actors. I don't know the director's work and stuff, so it's like there's not a whole lot to go off on this movie, and it's a very basic story.
Yeah.
Considering there's two different fucking stories going on, you would think that there'd be a whole lot more to go.
There's one story and one half-assed one that's kind of tacked on.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad it wasn't a full-on monster flick because we would have seen a lot of that monster, which would have just pissed us off. But at least we probably would have had a lot of kills, which would have been fun.
Even not a whole bunch of kills. There were some good kills in there.
At the end, though.
Yeah, but if those 5 would have been spread out through the whole entire movie.
And that's what I told you. We discussed earlier is that I feel like that would have been, even if they kept the two stories, fine, but at least kind of like a slasher, at least throughout, have a person die every 10 minutes, cool. That would have been fucking great. Or just kept it as that creepy man grooming these girls.
Which, honestly, that's what I would like better.
Me too.
Just the thriller type of movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
I absolutely would have liked that a whole lot better. But, yeah. I think that's about it.
Yeah, that is.
Holy shit, man. That's going to be the fastest one. You guys are going to love us for this. I promise next week we got a better one for y'all.
And we're going to get back to the hour and 15-minute format. Don't worry. Just kidding.
Ash is going to be doing his own videos, his own hour-long videos. Awesome. Well, that's going to be it for us and Silent Retreat. If y'all go watch it, let us know what y'all think about it. If you agree with us or disagree with us, give us a shout. Find us on any of our social media sites. We're around somewhere on the internet. But that's going to be it for us, guys. Thanks for watching.
All right, take care.
Bye.